Considering that we're one of the last ones that have to go on site, there's a lot of frustration built up with the client and with other trades by the time we walk. So it feels like you're walking on a minefield sometimes. Everybody's like on high tension, everybody's stressed, and that's why it's a little bit more difficult for us, because everybody tends to lose their patience by the time we get there, right? So everybody's like, but can you do it faster? Can you just thinking that magically you're gonna overstep all the criteria just to make it happen faster, because they've had enough by that time. They've been delayed throughout the process. And trust me, it's nobody's fault. Things just happen, things arise, things are back ordered, people come and go from every team. So there's a clear justification for every single delay. There's a clear reason for why things fall out of place, and it takes a very good project manager to make them fall back into place, and to try to continue at a pace that is not in the total detriment of the client.
The rest of it won't be installed.
Okay.
So I just want to know when we can set out the, like, under cabinet outlets, the
Everything is done.
low voltage, the island.
Everything is done already.
So I can have Vale like come on Thursday.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's all.
So that's yesterday. I lost half a day doing the toe kick and stuff. Everything is ready for him. The wires are in place. The channels are cut to size.
Perfect.
He just has to put the strip to the connections.
So then
everywhere.
I'll schedule him for Thursday.
Yeah.
The only other thing I will ask you.
I'll take out the light. He's gonna reposition it, what, like 5-6 inches forward? I'll check, make sure that there's no joist or something in the way. And then I'll leave the wire in the ceiling.
Perfect.
He comes, drills his hole, takes the wire, and I'll patch the hole with the drywall, yeah.
Okay.
So that they can mud and whatever.
Yeah,
You have a lot of moving parts, and you have also Sergio, who's purely obsessed with perfection. So he's not going to let anything slide. And there's so many things that we end up on site, and let's say something as simple as, I don't know, the wires aren't running to the the right place, right height, right basically exit for our cabinetry. You have to, or you're missing a wire or two in a project, and that adds time. That adds time to everything, because at that point it falls on us to try to, we're not the kind of people that are like, oh, you're missing something, goodbye, see you next time. We're trying to the best of our abilities, like we're not able to address everything. We're not going to move plumbing. We're not going to do major electric, but small things that we can address, we'll do our best to do so that it doesn't delay our installation too much. But there are still going to be delays.
Look at this, how this meets the ceiling, right? It's a difference of 1/8 of an inch, maybe more, from here to there, and it's wavy. There's no gap there. Like, what's gonna look best with what? Or what's gonna make, or what little detail is gonna accentuate something else? Because you're gonna see, once we put the doors on this, you will notice that that little brown piece, it's actually recessed from the doors and the side panels. And that immediately it's gonna make you understand that this is recessed from this. Even though now maybe you don't see it. You look at it, it's like, oh, it's one big block of, no. There's a 3-inch frame, 5/8 of an inch recess, and then a filler. Maybe you don't see that now, but when you're gonna have the side panel in contrast with the white ceiling showing that reveal, automatically your brain is gonna fill in the blanks. You're like, oh, yeah, I see it. The door is gonna go, it's not the door, but whatever. See, like this. So it doesn't go to the ceiling, it's 3/4 of an inch lower, and then the spacer, it's 5/8 of an inch recessed. So it's gonna create like a nice, we call it shadow reveal. So a shadow reveal around this unit, even though there's not that much shadow around that frame, you will see it. Without even thinking about it. Like, oh yeah, it's a nice detail everywhere. Then you'll see that the countertop, the wood frame has the same reveal to the countertop, same as the frame has to the wall. It's a detail that goes throughout the whole assembly. Okay, so now I cut this. You're gonna see when you come tomorrow morning and you see all the panels in and the side panels, and that's like, holy moly. Now, for me, now it's when it starts to get exciting. Because it wasn't like, put the under panel, cut the groove for the LED light, cut the plug. Oh, but it doesn't fit. I have to cut the deck of the cabinet and I'm gonna put a fixed shelf. It took me 4 hours probably to do the toe kick lighting. Where is it? Because you don't see it, right? But I wasted. I had to work half a day almost to get that done.
I can't emphasize enough how much attention to detail and multitasking and working under pressure matter. Like, these are the three things, because we never hire on skills, we hire on character. I really think that skills can be taught, but you need to have that correct attitude and that correct character that allows you to be part of this industry.
.85 and 1/8. Depth-wise, we're gonna trace the wall. There we go. So see, I brought it to where it's somewhat closer. I put it perfectly level with the laser. And now I'm just gonna cope the wall with exactly this, like 1/4 inch in the back. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect.
Once all the installation has been done and you start using, let's say in the case of a kitchen or a bathroom, the weight of the countertop, everything that you place in the drawers is going to play a factor and a little bit shift here and there the cabinetry. So we do go for final adjustments when and if needed after the client has fully moved in. And we do offer one complimentary visit in the first year to deal with any adjustments necessary. This is where we're going to have a bar, also a curved detail. Nice. And we're going to have a little peninsula here, so with a couple of chairs. Yeah. And we're going to make like a coffee nook coffee bar, there. Yeah, bar. That's it. And then here we're going to have a TV unit, and the table's going to be going this way, okay, so that we can have our presentations, everything. Yeah. And the idea is to introduce a lot of the grooves that we can do with the CNC. So we're going to have, instead of a traditional slat wall, we're going to have some grooved back panels that continue on the counter and on the front of the drawers after. Just more of a modern, but still detail and is, yeah. the creative office is going to be here. That's why I kind of held up. I needed something for myself and Sergio quickly to work in. But here, I think that if we do it on 3 walls, considering with the space, if we do counter with seating on 3 walls with monitors everywhere and TV, I think it's going to be a good surface
You're
for...
going to have good energy out of here.
Yes.
That's gonna, yeah, I can already see it and feel it.
I'm kind of also considering maybe putting a window here,
Oh, that might be a good idea. Just
like a
not
full
close
glass. This width will be all the way to the end of the building. A showroom is not necessarily somewhere where you walk in there and you're going to be, I'm going to go home with this.
Right.
That's more of an IKEA kind of concept. A showroom is, wow, if they can do this,
Inspiration.
they can handle my project. And I'm going to try to figure a way out of maybe extending here with a carved panel, you know, to kind of create a little bit of privacy. I know, I don't know like what the scene is here. This is where you're going to give us a little bit of insight. Is like, is it good at the end of January? Should we wait for like, is March a better time? I don't know. I think there's challenges and there's rewards in every single part of the process. From the initial meeting with the client, when you get to see that you clicked and that you're moving forward on a process, to when the plans get approved, to when you get to be creative in the design like stage of the project. I think I like bits and pieces throughout the project. I don't know if I have a favorite part of the project.
Awesome.
And it would give time to all our suppliers because I'm going to need to coordinate with our countertop supplier, with everything, instead of rushing it. And I'm not a fan of December events because too many Christmas and family events are happening.
People are exhausted. They don't pay
Yes.
attention.
And then January, it's going to kind of right after when people have anxiety. A lot of anxiety after realizing how much money they spend.
Yeah. They need to recoup.
So they need a month to bounce back. Yeah. But yeah, I think like you're right with we'll do it a Valentine's theme.
Yeah, to fall in love.
There you go.
La, 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 la.
It's like falling in love with your new renovation project. Last day when you get to pack up your tools and leave and you actually see how everything finally came together and every like little hiccup and every little frustration has paid off.